Welcome back, Muhammad. Welcome back, Miss Andrea. Just accepting new students. Okay, hello everybody. Good evening. We have Muhammad, Jason, Nayan, Miss Andrea, DC, Jesse, and Yasmin. How are you guys?
Good.
Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. So, we're going to do some grammar structure for today. We're going to learn the grammar structure that we use for our essay writing, because every Thursday you have your essay writing class. And of course, it will benefit not only essay writing, but it will also benefit your speaking. So we're going to have a look at that. Okay, so before I proceed with the grammar, I just want everybody to have a little bit of review, just in case some of you have their first classes today, or some of you would have no idea what Miss May is talking about. Okay, so in your, let me just accept the students that's coming in, so it's all organized. Okay, so for those of you who have not attended an essay writing class before, can you please write me, M-E, in the chat box, so I have an idea. I'll give you some time to, okay, Nayan has not, okay. Yeah, anyone else aside from Nayan? Okay, DC also, Jesse also, good. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a little bit of explanation, okay, so that we are all going to be on the same page. So I'm just going to ask Nayan, is this your first class?
Yeah, Miss May. It's my first class of grammar.
Okay, it's your first class of grammar. And what are you preparing for, IELTS or PTE?
Well, PTE. I'm preparing for PTE, but I think grammar is also important for me. Reading section, I feel hard reading section because of the grammar.
Yes, okay. Thank you for that information. And of course, DC has not tried it before because she moved from general English to a little bit more higher English. Yeah, I can understand that. And Jessie also haven't tried the IELTS, the essay class before. Marie, how do I say, is this Maria, Mariha? How do I say your name, Mariha? Is this your first class too? Oh, are you not able to speak using your microphone? Maria. Okay. So Maria, are you preparing for IELTS or PTE? Okay, I will wait for Maria to reply. Hello, Parminder. Is this your first time in the class as well?
Yes, yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And are you preparing for
PT.
IELTS or PTE? Okay, beautiful. So we all here, some are preparing for IELTS and some are PTE. Okay, so let me just give you a little bit of understanding of the essay, although that is not the focus of my my class today, but a little bit of understanding, because you might want to ask, why do I need this structure and where am I going to use this? Okay, so for your essay writing, of course, there are 3 parts of an essay, right? What are those? Introduction. What else?
First paragraph.
Body paragraphs, yes.
And conclusion?
Yes, yeah, beautiful. And conclusions. Yeah, so this is pretty standard. All kinds of essay would have an introduction, all kinds of essay will have a body paragraph, and obviously all kinds of essay will have a conclusion. So for this module, we are going to look into how you can powerfully write an introduction. Why? Because that is the first thing that your examiner would see, and that's the first thing that you need to prepare for. So the introduction has three main parts. Okay, three main parts. And for those of you who've been studying with Miss May for a little bit longer now, who can tell me the three main parts of an introduction?
Yeah, I can tell them.
Yeah, Yasmin, yes, what are those?
Is background,
Yeah, so we have a background,
issue, and thesis.
thesis. Beautiful. So thesis statement. Beautiful. So for the introduction, we have background, we have issue, and we have thesis. So what is a background? So basically the background is from the question, and it talks about the general topic of your essay, okay? And for this background, the grammar structure that you need to use is present perfect tense. Okay, present perfect tense. And then we have the issue. We want to know what the debate is about and things like that. And for the issue, we use present tense. And of course, we have the thesis statement. We want to tell our audience, what am I going to do in this essay? Am I going to talk about advantages and disadvantages? Am I going to discuss a particular issue? Am I going to agree or disagree? That's what a thesis statement is about. And for the thesis statement, what we use is a complex sentence. That's a lot of information, and I don't want to confuse all of you. But today, what we're going to achieve is to write the background statement, which we will use present perfect tense. So what we're going to do today is we're going to have a review. Some of you may have forgotten what a present perfect tense is. Some of you might need a little bit of review. So let's go and understand what a present perfect tense is. And then after that, we're going to have a practice, and I will give you some questions, some essay questions, and I will want you to write me background. So basically, we're going to perfect the writing of the background today. Okay, so with that in mind, let's get started with our present perfect tense. Okay, so let's have a look at the present perfect tense. So basically, there are two uses or two functions of a present perfect tense, okay? First function is finished action, and another function is consistent action. So let us try to understand what is a present perfect tense, what is the structure of a present perfect tense, and when is it used for a finished action, and when it is used for repeated actions and continuing actions. Okay, so first thing that we want to do is let's read the introduction. Okay, so can I ask Jason to read the introduction for present perfect tense?
Okay, yeah, sure. The present perfect tense is very common in English. It is unlike other verb tenses because it has two separate uses. One use is a finished past action and the other is a continuing action. Time makers, in bracket, words that show a verb's tense, show if the verb has a finished or continuing meaning.
Yeah. Okay. So let's have a look at the finished action usage 1. Okay, so you can see here, if you look into this particular portion, we're going to have a look at this particular portion. Okay, the present perfect. Okay, so as you can see, the pattern for the present perfect is has or have plus past participle. So let me just explain that first. Okay, so has. When do we use has? Singular or plural?
Singular.
Okay, singular. So we use has if the subject is one.
Yep.
Okay, one. And we use have if the subject is plural, more than one. Okay. However, the word I and the word you always take have. Okay, is that clear so far, everyone?
Yep.
That is the exception to the rule. Okay, so even if I is only one, I will use have. Even if you is only one, the use is have. But the rest of the singular subject will use has, and the rest of the plural subjects will use have. Do you guys understand, Miss May, when I say the word subject, or do you want me to explain what it means? Is everybody clear with the word subject?
Yeah.
Yeah. So subject is what we are talking about in the sentence. Okay? What we are talking about in the sentence. Now, so we have a has, or we have a have, and it is followed by the past participle. Okay. So the past participle is the third form of the verb. Yes? Do you remember past participle? So if the base word is swim, the past tense is
Swam.
swam, and the past participle would be swum. Yeah, swim, swam, swum. So this is the past participle. The third one, let's try again. What if our word is read? What would be the past tense of read?
Red.
Wrote.
Read, which is the same spelling.
Yeah.
And what would be the past participle of read?
Wrote.
Read, which is the same spelling, but the pronunciation is different. English is a little bit confusing. Okay, next. If our verb is drive, what will be our past tense?
Drove.
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 Driven.
And will be our past participle?
Driven.
Driven. Beautiful. Good. If our verb is cut, what would be our past tense?
Every cut.
Cut. And the past participle is?
Cut.
Okay, beautiful. So I don't have to review the past participle. You already know that from your previous grammar class. We'll just need to review it. You just need to remember that. Okay. So let's have a look at our example. Shows, so the use of the past present perfect here in this example is the action has already finished. Okay. And we don't know exactly when it occurred. That's why we use a present perfect here. So and we use the time marker already, yet, still, ever, never, recently, or lightly. So for example, I have seen Iron Man. You don't know for sure when it happened, but you know for sure the action is finished. She has never tried frog legs. So from the moment she was born until now, she have never tried it. Okay. they've bought a new car. So we know that they already got the car, but then we don't know exactly when they bought it. But in the simple past, your verb is in second form and your time marker is yesterday or last week or 2 days ago. Exactly, there was a time frame. Okay, so that is one use of present perfect. Now, you will ask me, but Miss May, why do I need to learn this when in fact I'm going to do my essay? Good question. Because in the essay, we are going to use the present perfect, but the function is the continuing action. Okay, so let's have a look at that. Okay, so let me just clear that up. So present perfect can also be used in a repeated action where in fact you don't know when exactly those actions are repeated. Okay, for example, I have performed on stage many times. Okay, so it's probably 2 years, last 6 months, last 2 weeks. So it's repeating. Okay, when the action is repeating, we can use present perfect. I have been to Mexico twice. Okay, so the action was repeated 2 times. She has given a presentation 5 times in her life. So the action that happened before was repeated several times. So another use of the present perfect, which we are using in our essay, is the purpose of continuing actions. Okay, so the structure is exactly the same. Have or has plus past participle. And it shows that the action started in the past, continues to the present, and there is a possibility for it to continue in the future. Okay, and for this, we are going to use the time markers for, since, or all. We don't normally use the all in our essay, but for and since, we can use them interchangeably in most of the cases. Okay, so for example, she has worked in this office for 2 years. Okay, so for 2 years. She has lived in the same house since she was a child. I've studied English all my life. Okay, so these are some of example of the time markers that we use for present perfect. So how do we use for and how do we use since? Okay, so let's try to understand the different uses so that we won't make a mistake. Okay, so for, since, and all. Okay, so for and all shows the duration of an action. Okay, so he has taught math for 15 years. What is the duration of the action? 15 years. Okay, and since is used to show the starting point of an action. We have lived in France since 2012. What is the starting point of the action? 2012. Okay, so again, for and all is used for the duration of the action, and since is used for the starting point of the action. Is that clear so far, everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to have a little bit of practice just to make sure everybody's on the same page. So here I have some sentences ready for you. So the first one is, can I ask Bhavik to read our instruction, please?
Rewrite the sentences using since or for and the verb in the parentheses. There may be more than one answer. For example, Bill and Rita got married 20 years ago. B. Bill and Rita have been married for 20 years.
Yes, okay. So let me work out the first one with you. Okay, so the sentence we have for number 1. Isan, can you read our sentence here?
Jonas moved into his apartment in 2010.
Okay, so if we want to use for, we want to say the duration of the action. So we're going to use the word live. Remember that the live has to be in past participle. So it is possible to say that Jonas has lived in his apartment for more than 2 decades. 2010? No, 10. No, more
Singular.
than one decade. Yeah, more than 1 decade, correct?
Yeah.
10 years. Yeah. Okay. So we use the word for here. Why? Because more than 1 decade is a duration of an action. So if I want to use since, I could say Jonas, the spelling of Jonas is wrong. Jonas has lived in his apartment
Since 2010.
2010. So both of these are correct, okay? But make sure that you use the for properly and use the since properly. Now, everybody try to write me the sentence for number 2. You can either use for or you can either use since. Please try to use it in the chat box, please, for me.
Full sentence.
Number 2, Miss Andrea, can you see
I
it, or
understand
is
the
it
full
too small?
sentence. We can write full sentence.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Maybe I will try to make it bigger. Give me 1 second. It's too small, guys. Sorry about that. Is this better?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So you will use the word no. Elena and Richie. Okay, Nayan, don't forget to use your present perfect. That's what we need to see. Ellen,
Okay.
no. Good. Maria is good. Ellen, Rich have no. Yes. 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 Okay. Uyanga, no has to be in past participle. Can you please fix that?
No.
Bavik, don't forget your present perfect. There is no present perfect here. So have known, right? Don't forget, that's our target for today. Yes, more than. Parminder, it's a THAN, more than, okay? Because if we say then, it means next, okay? So it has to be than, more than. That is the comparative form, THAN. Yes, good. And just a little bit of reminder for you guys. When we are writing numbers and your number is less than 10, please spell the number, okay? So in this case, Parminder, you have to spell F-O-U-R, okay? That's a good one for decades, yeah. Okay, 40 years, yes, okay. Each other, 4, okay, Jaya, where is your time marker here? So Ellen and Richie have known each other for more than 40 years. Don't forget your time marker. Have known each other for 40 years. Yes, have known each other for 40 years.
No.
Yes.
But sorry, Miss May,
Yes.
is correct to write no or known?
Known, because it should be past participle. Okay, so the base verb is know, the past tense is knew, and the past participle is known. K-N-O-W-N. DC, can you please try not to type in all capital letters? Maybe it's hard for you, but give it a
Okay,
try.
Miss.
And it should be have known. So there has to
Okay.
be your present perfect tense. Have known.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
Leda, have known. Maria, yes. Good, Maria. Well done. You did your math there. Well done. Good on you. Have known each other. Beautiful. Okay. So let's try the next one. Number 2. Let's try since.
The teacher came to school at.
Yes, Miss Andrea is correct. A little bit more practice here, everyone. Yeah, good, good. Don't forget your structure. Has or have plus past participle. Past participle is the third form.
B.
Yes, good.
Has been. At. Has been. At.
Hi, Manjot. We're just doing some grammar practice.
In school. Since.
The teacher has been in school since 7:30 this morning. Good. Why is there a word? Let me just make it bigger for everyone. Maria, yes. Teacher has been in school since. Yes, the teacher has been in the school. Yeah. Teacher has been in school. Yeah. Muhammad has gonna be for 5 months. Yes. Correct. Teacher has been in school. Teacher has been in school. Good, good, good. Teacher has been in school. Yeah, you're getting it, everybody. Has been in school or at school. Okay, Jason, that is present perfect progressive. We are not learning present perfect progressive today. It's just present perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To change.
So let's just focus on present perfect.
Can I say the
And
teacher has
that's also has been, because Muhammad is just one person. Sorry, Ethan. Let me just explain that to Jason. Jason?
Oh yeah, I need to change.
Yeah, Muhammad has been growing, if that's the sentence, but just make it present perfect, okay?
Okay, so I have to change the have to has, I think.
Yeah, has grown. Oh, sorry, Muhammad has had
Has
a
okay.
beard. Yeah, Muhammad has had a beard. Yes, Isan, or has grown, because you guys use this. You didn't change it with have. Yes, Isan, what's your question?
sorry, I found it.
Okay, no worries. So Muhammad has had a beard for 5 months. Yes, because the past participle of have is had.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mm.
Makes sense now. Yep.
Good.
Sorry, teacher. I just want to ask is that can say the teacher has come to school?
Yes. If you're not using this, if there is no this one, if you're not using be, yeah, you can has come. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. That's correct. The past participle of came is come. 5 months. Parminder, don't forget your S. Muhammad have had. Muhammad is only one, Bavik. So it should be has.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember, singular subject.
Yeah.
Yeah. Muhammad has grown beard. Okay, yes. Okay, go ahead and move to Charlie when you're finished with Muhammad. Yeah. Charlie has owned his car. Okay, so DC not has had grown. So you cannot have two. So it's either you choose had or grown. Which one?
Okay.
Okay, you cannot say two. Just one. Yeah. Yeah, Muhammad has had a beard for a long time. Yes, that's correct. Good. Okay, once you're finished with Charlie, go to Martha. Yeah. Charlie has bought his own car. Yeah. Okay, so if you're using the word age, you don't have to use years, Manjot, since the age of 12. Okay, because age and years will be redundant. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's either you say since the age of 12 or since she was 12 years old. Okay. Yep. Yes, Martha has worn glasses for ages. Good. But what if Martha is only 13 years old, Richie?
Okay, teacher.
But yeah, if Martha is like 40, yeah, she has worn her glasses for ages. That's okay. That's a really good way to make your sentence creative. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Okay, Maria, worn. Okay, past participle, worn. W-O-R-N. Worn. Damon, worn. W-O-R-N. That's the past participle. Okay, Nayan, it's wearing. So Martha has started wearing glasses since she was 12 years old. So it's not 2 plus infinitive, it should be gerund. Started wearing, okay? If you want to use that.
Sorry, I didn't get you, Miss. Where I'm wrong?
To wear. So we don't say Martha has started to wear glasses. We say Martha has started wearing glasses.
Wearing glasses. Okay.
Yes, it has to be gerund, not 2 plus infinitive.
Okay.
Yeah, Teddy has been in love with Paula since their teens. Yeah. Yeah, good. Okay, DC, you cannot say where because we need to use present perfect. So it has to
Is
be
wearing.
Martha has worn.
Wearing.
Has
Okay.
worn. No, not wearing. Has
Okay.
worn.
Worn.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Okay, so since they were teenagers. Yeah, since they were teenagers. Not since they teenagers. Jaya, since they were teenagers. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, no bin, Yasmin. So Martha has worn, not been worn. Just one. It can be has been worn. Jasmine? Martha has worn.
Okay. Has not been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
So has plus
If
past
I say is
participle.
long time she is wearing,
So what do you want to say exactly?
means
So Martha has worn glasses for a long time. Yes,
Oh,
that's
okay.
possible. Yeah, 4. Martha has worn glasses for a long time. Okay, so Jessie, Martha has worn glasses since she was. Okay, so you need to refer it since 12 years old. No, since she was.
Okay.
Okay, Parminder, we are not using okay, so not to wearing, that's incorrect. It has to be started wearing. Okay, no to. Okay, so Martha has started wearing glasses. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, Martha has worn glasses for a long time. Yes, that's correct. Teddy has been in love with Paula when they were no, when, because when you say when, it means that is just during that time, but it is from there up to now, so you want to use the word since there. Uyanga. If you say Teddy has been in love with Paula when they were teenagers, it means now that Teddy is no longer in love with Paula. Is that clear, Oyanga? So this has to be changed to since. The when has got to be changed to since. Yeah. Teddy has been in love with Paula. Yes, correct. Martin has worked at the bank for 8 years. Correct. Martin has worked. Yes, Martin has been. Again, Nayan, you are trying to use so many tenses here. Just focus with has and then work. Martin has worked. Nayan, you have 3 verbs going on here.
Okay.
You have been, you have started, and you have working. Okay, so it's just Martin has worked. Make it simple.
Okay.
So that you won't make mistakes. Yeah. Okay, so Parminder has been no. Teddy has fallen in love, if that's what you want to say, but not have befallen. Teddy has fallen in love with Paula since they were teenagers. Yeah, please fix that.
Okay.
Thank you. Martin has worked at the bank. Yes. Martin has worked. Yes, correct. Teddy and Paula have been in love since. Yes, correct. Teddy has been in love with Paula. Yes, Teddy has no fallen, not failed. Muhammad, the past participle of fall is fallen. Teddy has fallen. F-A-L-L-E-N.
Okay.
Please fix that. Martin has started. Okay, has started work. Okay. So instead of has started work, you want to say has worked. Bavik. Martin has worked. So it's not since 8 years. So you have to say since 2017. Bavik, Martin has worked in the bank for more than 8 years. The second sentence is correct, but the first sentence is incorrect.
Okay.
Teddy has been in love with Paula since they were teenagers. Again, so since here is on, it has to be the beginning, not the duration. So since Teddy has been in love with Paula since they were teenagers. It's a little bit confusing, but if you change it to a more timeline, it will be easier. Karen has known how to swim for 2 years. Has known, yeah, how to swim. Has known how to swim, yeah. Maybe instead of has known how to swim, Carol, you want to change this to swimming. Has known swimming for 2 years.
Okay.
Martin has worked at the bank, yes. Kieran has known how to, again, instead of saying how to swim, swimming. Just change it to swimming. Yeah. Tina has started teaching since 2006. Martin has worked at the bank. Teddy has been in love. Yeah. Kieran has known swimming. Kieran has known swimming. Yeah. Kieran has learned how to swim. No, Nayan, we use since at the beginning of time, not for the duration of time. So you can say since 2020, since 2019. Okay? So since has got to be the beginning of time, and for is for the duration of time.
Okay.
How to swim for 2 years? Yes. Tana has taught since 2006. Kieran has known how to swim for 2 years. Teddy has fallen in love with Paula for 2 years. Yeah, Teddy has fallen in love with Paula since they were teenagers. Kieran has known swimming for 2 years. Yeah. All right, good. So you guys are understanding this now. Tana has taught since 2016. Beautiful. So everybody knows how to do present perfect. Tana has been teaching since, okay, so has been teaching is present perfect progressive. Bhavik, we're not learning present perfect progressive, we're just learning present perfect tense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So has taught, that has been teaching.
Yeah.
DC Kiran has known, not know. Remember, it's a third form.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, a couple more minutes for those of you who's trying to catch up. Okay. So do you guys have any questions or clarification? Are we able to move on now?
Sorry, Miss May.
Yes.
This page, how can I find? In the module?
it's,
This page is in the module?
Yes, grammar.
Ah, okay.
Module 1 and 2.
In the grammar, okay.
Yes, okay. Any other clarifications or questions? Okay, so now let's move on to our essay questions. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look at our first question. Can I please ask Maria to read question number 1? Maria. Oh, maybe Maria cannot read, can she?
That is not the same.
Okay. Jessie, can you read question number 1?
Yeah. In some countries, grandparents play a significant role in bringing up children. Do you think this is a positive or a negative thing?
All right, beautiful. So this is our first question. Let's have a look at that question. Okay, and so what is the main topic of this essay?
Okay.
What is the main topic for this essay?
So is the grandparents how they and the children how they
Children, children.
children.
So the grandparents are the one taking care of the children, right? Their children's
Oh.
children, their grandchildren, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is talking about
Argument.
that. Yeah. Okay.
Argumentative.
Yeah. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to understand grandparents. Okay. Play a significant role. We want to understand that. Bringing up and then children. Now,
Very important for the kids, the
is.
grandparents. Yeah.
Yeah. So here, if we have this, if we're going to use this into our background statement, okay, we are going to perhaps say that we are using the present perfect because the action is happening in the past until now, okay? So perhaps we can say that over the past few decades, okay, when we are trying to write our
Past present.
our background statement, obviously you don't want to just copy it. You don't just say over the past few decades grandparents play a significant role in bringing up children. Okay, so we want to paraphrase that. You're not just simply copying that. Okay, so over the past few decades, okay, we probably want to use a different word for bringing up. Is there any other word for bringing up that you can think about?
Look after.
Look after. Anything else? Let me just
Nurturing.
nurture.
Being brought.
Teach up children.
Nurture.
Taking
Bring
care.
up,
Taking care.
take care of. Yeah, anything else?
Mm,
Nurture. Nurture is it's not really fitting, although it is synonymous.
Growing up.
Growing up,
Racing.
no. Racing, yes. Yeah, anything else?
Teaching.
Teaching, it's similar but not exact.
Mm.
Anything else? Take care.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So is there any other word you can think for? Of course, so we can say children, we can say grandchildren here. Anything else we can use for children, grandchildren?
Young ones.
Young ones, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're your grandchildren. It just could be young.
Kids.
Sorry,
Kids.
kids is not academic.
Okay.
Stay away from that. Anyone else? Anything else, guys, you can think of?
Toddler.
Sorry, Jason?
I said toddler, but I don't think so.
How do you spell that?
Toddler. Start with T.
Maybe
Toddler.
It's toddler. Toddler. Okay.
Toddler, yeah.
Toddlers. Anything else? Okay, so can we think of another way to say to play a significant role? What is there any other way we can say it?
Important.
Important? Important what?
Important role. I can
Can
think
we
of him.
change the role?
Important.
Important.
Important part or
part.
important place.
Really not part, really not place. It's not a place, it's a role. Can you think of any other word?
Role.
Character.
Sorry?
Character.
Character? Oh, no, it's not a character. It's a task, isn't it? Task. Important task. Can you think of another word that
Duty.
is
Influence.
influence? No. Influence is as a mindset. It's not something you do. Anything else?
Important.
Because I can be an
Race,
influence
function.
even if I'm
Function.
function is machine for humans.
As job.
Important job, maybe, but it's not really
Job.
really fitting. It's not a job. We don't get paid for it.
This is hard to find another way to say it.
Benefit.
Important
But
aspect.
important aspect could be, but yes, it is hard to find, but if you don't start trying during the test, you will just give up. You will not be able to find.
True.
But it's just there somewhere at the back of your head. If you just try to keep on, if you practice your brain to do it, it will come out. But if you don't, then you won't learn it. It doesn't have to be important. It could be any other word, but it mean a significant role.
Purpose.
Responsibility.
Vital purpose? Yes, purpose.
Responsibility.
Responsibility could be, yes. Okay, so these are just some of the things, okay? So if we're going to write that, then we need to have a present perfect tense, okay? So over the past few decades, grandparents has taken the important task of what? Raising their grandchildren. Children in many societies. Okay, so this is one example of your present perfect tense. Over the past few decades, grandparents has taken the important task. Grandparents have taken, so this is grammatically wrong, have taken the important task of raising their grandchildren in many societies. Okay, so this is one example. So if you're going to write your background statement for this essay writing, what would that be? You can use over the past few decades or over the past few years. Try to write your own.
Centuries.
No, a century. Maybe over the last 2 decades, for the past, or in this modern society. You can also say in this modern world, you can say that, but over the past few decades is also true because that is the trend now. Okay, so if now I'm going to ask, oh, Manjot, you got this question in your IELTS test? Awesome. So come on, let's write our background statement for this one. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to think about that and write me your background, just the background.
Is correct has or have?
Have, because grandparents are 2.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
for that
so
you
it
put the
should be
cross.
have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have.
Yeah.
Now need to do another.
No, just the same. The first one.
Yeah.
Grandparents. Yeah, but write a different sentence.
A different sentence. Okay.
Don't forget your past participle. I got some more examples here. Just the background, not the whole introduction. Thank you, Maria. Over the past few decades, grandparents have played a notable role in taking care of their young ones. Yeah, over the past few decades, elders in the family have played a crucial role, yeah, in bringing up their grandchildren. Yes, over the past few decades, grandparents have played a vital role in raising their grandchildren since long. You don't have to put the since long there, but raising their grandchildren is enough because you already have the over the past few decades there as your time marker. Yep,
Okay.
good. Thank you, guys. Over the past few decades, significant number of grandparents with S have taken the responsibility to look after their grandchildren. Grandchildren is one word, yeah. Significant number of grandparents with S.
I'm not sure. This is a question.
Yes.
Get, get is get it or
Gotten. Gotten. Gotten.
Okay. Gotten with
yes.
double T.
So get, got, gotten. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Very good. Can we say this over the past time period? No. No, we don't say over the past time period. That's not collocated. You just say over the past few decades, over the past years. You can say that, but not over the past time period. Grandparents have taken the vital responsibility for taking care. Okay, so grandparents have taken the vital responsibility for taking care, for taking care of their grandchildren.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to say since their birth. You just finish the since the grandchildren. Yeah. Okay, guys, a little bit patience because there's a lot here I need to see. Okay, over the past few decades, grandparents have gotten more involved in the upbringing of their grandchildren. In the upbringing. Good. Over the past few decades, grandparents have played. Jason, don't forget your past participle. Have played a responsible role in raising their grandchildren. Yes. Jesse, over the past few decades, grandparents have taken the important role of taking care of their grandchildren, correct? Over the past few decades, grandparents have played an important role in raising the young ones, correct? Over the past few decades, the younger generation children have lived with their grandparents, yes. But that doesn't necessarily mean caring. It could just be living, but a little bit more specific there, Isan, but the sentence is correct. Over the past few decades, grandparents have played an important role in family life. Yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean taking care of. It could be just financial too. So a little bit more specificity there, Richie, but correct sentence. Grandparents have taken care of their second generation children since the past few decades. Since the past few, yes, that's correct. Over the past few decades, grandparents have been the important model for raising their grandchildren in my family. Role model does not mean that they are the one taking care of them. It just means that they did a really good job and we want to copy them. So be careful with that, Tian, but the sentence is correct. Over the past few decades, grandparents have played an important role in raising grandchildren. In raising Oyanga. Beautiful. Thank you, guys. Very well done. Okay, let's have a look at question number 2. Can I please ask Nayan to read question number 2?
Sure. The question number 2 is, some people believe in the traditional idea that the woman's place is in the home, while others say that idea is outdated and the woman should play an increasingly important role in the workplace of the future. What is your opinion?
Okay, so if we're going to write our background statement about this topic, what would it be? Give it a go, everybody, from scratch. You can do it. Come on. You can still use over the past few decades, or this one maybe is really good to use in this modern society. Let's try this in this modern society. Let's try that as our opening line for our sentence. In this modern society. Okay, let's give it a go.
Oh, I didn't review it.
In this modern society, women have played a crucial role in workplaces since the idea of being at home is outdated. Yes, good. Maybe you want to change has become outdated because so that it is both present perfect.
Okay.
Has become. The idea has become outdated. Yeah, good. Well done. Always, you always want to choose the best vocabulary, and if you can make the sentence more parallel, that's what you want to do. Yeah. So here you can use the word has. The idea of being at home has been outdated. Has been outdated.
Yep.
Yep. Good. Can we say this? In recent years, working culture for women has sparked a heated debate into society. It's not about the working culture, Nayan. It's about their role in the home and the role in the workplace. But it's actually not the working culture, because if you talk about working culture, it could be racism in the workplace, or women don't get promoted even if they work hard. That is the working culture, but it's
Okay,
not
so
about working
I
culture.
thought like because women work in home also and they work in outside also. So from that angle, I write it down like that. But if not, then what will be the perfect word for that?
I don't know exactly what you're trying to say.
I mean, like women work in house also, right? They
Yes.
do daily works regarding the chores and all.
Yeah.
So
But
people have think.
when you say culture, when we talk about culture, culture is the things that a group of people is doing.
Okay.
Yeah. So technically, the word working culture does not fit in the context that you're trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So try to look for a different word that would fit in what you mean. So maybe I want to say that the traditional role of women has changed, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. In this modern society, population have been divided on the idea of women should be at home or to work. Okay, so we don't need to say the population have been divided. Let's just go straight to the point, Maria. There's a lot of words you use here that could be deleted.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go straight to the point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll just use a present perfect tense there. In this generation, the role of women in the workplace and family has significantly transformed. Yes, transformed. Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Your background your background statement doesn't necessarily have to be long. It just have to be correct, grammatically correct, clear, and strong. Sometimes when we talk too much, when we write too much, it becomes speaking. And writing is not speaking. Okay, so learn to use brief, concise, but powerful sentences with good grammatical structure. In this modern society, the responsibility of women has changed since many housewives started working. Yeah. Or maybe I would change the word started working there isn't. I would probably use has joined the workforce, has joined the labor force.
Okay.
That will be more a stronger vocabulary there. In this modern society, the role of females has different compared to the past. Okay, we don't use the word female, just use women. Okay, the role of women has different. What do you mean by that? Different is not a verb. Different is a noun. We need a verb there, Yasmin.
Okay. It's
So
like
you can say it's
we can add
changed.
the. Okay.
You cannot use a noun. Present perfect will always have to be has plus verb. It has to be verb. Yeah. In this modern society, a large number of people have changed their mind about the women in the workplace. Again, this is not very clear, Carol. What do you mean by that?
Okay.
Yeah, what do we mean by have changed their mind about the women in the workplace? If you mean by that, what, women are lazy, women are beautiful. What is this? What is the change of the mind? So
Okay.
you have to be more specific with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Got a couple more minutes. That's good. This is really good exercise, guys. Thank you for your participation. In this modern society, the role of women in the workplace has changed significantly. Yes, but you also would want to use probably, Maria, the role of women in the workplace and in the home.
And the home,
has
yeah.
changed. Yeah, because it's not just talking about workplace, it's also talking about home.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Yeah, just include that.
Mhm.
In modern society, the responsibility of women has changed since many housewives joined workplaces. Yes, yeah, good. Beautiful. A little bit more. Please use this structure when you write your essay. Over the past few decades, the role of females has compared to the past. Leda, there's something missing there. The role, and don't use the word female, okay? Women, the role of women, maybe you want to use the word change, has changed. Has changed, not has compared, has changed. So the role of women has changed as compared to the past. Leda?
Oh, yeah. I was here. Yeah. Okay. Has changed.
Has changed as compared to the past.
Has changed. Has compared.
No, as.
To time.
No. Has changed as compared. As.
Yeah.
AS.
Okay. As. Okay.
As compared to the past. Beautiful. Good. Two more minutes and we'll start to wrap up the class. We have a big class today, which is really good. I need to take your attendance first. As we're doing that, let me take your attendance. Okay, thank you. In this modern society, the role of women in the workforce has changed since women. So women is already plural, Jessie, no need for S. Since women have taken the responsibility to work more instead of staying at home. Yes. Okay, so again, there's a lot of waste words here that you can just make this a little bit simpler. In this modern society, the role of women in the workforce has changed since they have taken the responsibility to work more instead of staying at home. Okay, so maybe we can try to make this a little bit more shorter and not changing, like, because for example, the role of women since women, Okay, so in this modern society, the role of women has changed since they have taken more responsibility to work instead of staying at home. So take out the workforce because you already have to work, and take out women since women, and then change that today. So in this modern society, the role of women has changed since they have taken the responsibility to work more instead of staying at home. Over the past few decades, the role of women has changed as compared to the past. Yes, correct. All right. Thank you all so much for these beautiful sentences, and thank you for your practice. Okay, so before we go, let's just have a little bit of a feedback session. Maria, what can you say about your class today? It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So I just have one question. I don't know if so I'm not sure if I will be able to attend the next Tuesday. So is it possible to record, and if I can, because I really need grammar. So can I get like an email or something that can access the link?
Okay, so we normally record it, as you can see, we're recording it now. I could make that happen if you wanted to have the link for the recording. Yes.
Oh yes, please. Thank you very much.
Could you please private message me your email?
Yeah, I can. Thank you. Thank you.
No worries. Bhavik, any feedback?
No, it's pretty smooth.
Okay, beautiful. Good. Carol?
Yes, it's
okay.
yes, okay.
Damon, what about you? Any feedback?
Yeah. And
is it difficult for you? Do you need more support?
It's yes, a little bit difficult.
A little bit. Okay. Okay. So we will review again next week. Okay. All right. What about DC?
Yes, Miss May is good. It's very helpful.
Okay.
Yeah. It's helped me to understand more about the grammar and how to use it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, how to use the words. Yeah, thank you.
No worries. What about Nayan? Nayan, how do you feel about the class today?
Well, it's my first time, so it took me time to pick the things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was pretty good. I will be able to give you feedback in the next session.
Yeah.
Not now, but yeah, thank you for today.
No worries. Just let me know if you need a little bit more support, okay?
Sure. Thank you.
No worries. Jessie? Maybe Jessie can speak. Yeah. Jessie, how do you feel about the class today?
Yeah, all good. I needed a little bit of refresh because like from 2 years ago, I forgot how everything works. So.
Yes.
Nice,
Fair enough. Yeah. So what will happen is next week, we'll spend a couple, maybe 10 to 15 minutes review so that everybody can be refreshed. And for those of you who have just joined the class, if you need a little bit more support, please do not hesitate to private message me if you're a little bit shy to discuss that in the chat for everyone, okay? All right, so what about Tian? Tian, how do you feel about the class today?
I think this class is teach a lot, but I think I need to practice more because sometimes I will stuck.
Yeah, of course.
How to change the sentence.
Yes. That's good. As long as you guys are sharing your sentences with me, that gives me an opportunity to actually see the problems. And if that's the case, then I'll be able to help you out fix those problems. Nayan, you have a question?
Yeah, well, where we can contact you if we need your help, like private.
Okay. Yes, Bhavik, no problem. Take care. I'll just share my screen with you guys. So as you can see in your student portal, you have this little icon here. That's the chat. Can you see it? Yeah. So just click that, look for my name. My name is May, M-A-Y, May Zafra, Z-A-F-R-A, and you can private message me there.
All right, okay.
Yeah, it's only me who will see that. Okay.
Yep, thank you.
No worries. Richie, any feedback, comment?
Yeah, today is good, but to me, I'm still have a little problem with writing, and because I'm thinking, yeah, to bring up the content, but yeah, take time. But it's good. I got like the startup, so I got the clue word to start. So I just add up my idea. Yeah.
Beautiful. Good, good. And Yasmin?
Yeah, Miss May is
Any
very
feedback?
nice class. Grammar is always helpful for
Yes.
me because sometimes we forget the grammar character sentence. So always helpful grammar class. Yeah. Very
Yeah, it's
nice.
very easy to forget it, especially because when you are actually talking to someone, you don't really have to care about your grammar.
Yeah.
They will try to understand you. But of course, when you write, that's where the complexity comes out and we can see the mistakes. And of course, for the purpose of your exam, obviously.
Yeah, you are right.
Then,
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
if not for the exam, don't worry about it. Okay, Jason, what can you say about the class?
Today's class is really beneficial as usual. Yeah, and I learned about the grammar also just to keep it refreshed.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. And Leda?
Yeah, it's very nice class for me today.
Yeah.
And after the test, I understand more because I was difficult, and now you take the same point when I was the difficult, and yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
So no worries. So present perfect, remember that is the structure that we're using for our background statement. So in the next classes, in the next few weeks, I will teach you what kind of grammar we will use for our issue, as well as what kind of grammar we will use for our thesis statement. So you can really create a really strong introduction. And on your essay writing class on Thursday, please use the grammar structure that you learned today so that you can incorporate that in your practice and you will not forget. Okay. Is there anything else you want to ask me or requests or anything?
Miss May, okay. Because I check in the module 1 for the grammar, but it's not the same the page which you show.
Okay, so you have to go. No, it is here in module 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Digital education. And on the part is this one, grammar, present perfect tense. Yeah, exactly that one. Did you see it?
I have different because I like that page you show because have too many sentence, but okay, maybe if
the sentences, no, because I just wrote it.
Okay.
So, yeah, because I just wrote it as a lesson. This one,
can you show it in?
You can find it in essay writing, the questions for that thing. Yeah.
Okay, I will check after. Okay, thank you.
Just check that. All right, everybody, thank you all so much. You have a lovely evening. Please keep safe, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Everyone, bye.